Hello everybody and welcome to Reacting to Tumblr, a new series where we look at Tumblr, which if you don't know what Tumblr is, it's basically a website where, how do I put it, basically people post random shit on it, and it's very interesting. So the first episode is this episode, and what we're going to be doing is looking at Brexit. So if you don't know what Brexit is, it is basically Britain had a EU referendum, and basically we voted leave. Now, a lot of people, mainly young people between the ages of 18 to 24, and people younger than that couldn't vote, were pretty pissed off at the old people, because it did tend to be a lot of old people that voted leave. But anyway, all the young people are complaining that everyone's racist if you vote leave, blah 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 blah. So here we have something from My Sharona 1987, and they've put this tweet on. Brexit and Trump's campaign didn't make people racist. People have been racist. Racist campaigns make them more confident in their racism. What the fuck are you on about? This dirty bitch whore. That's not sexist, by the way. I would call anyone a dirty bitch whore. But this dirty bitch whore is basically saying if you voted leave, you're a racist, which it isn't true, because it's not a lie saying that Britain is being overpopulated, and yes, the immigration does need to stop. So people have voted for that reason. There are other reasons as well voted to leave, not just because of immigration, and it doesn't make people racist. This is also true in Donald Trump's campaign. Yes, that is more racist. That's literally get rid of Muslims. That's like the most racist possible thing. Brexit is completely different. David Tennant, he can fuck off. Yeah, this second Brexit, this EU, there's this petition some guy set up, which makes no fucking sense anyway. He wrote it wrong. It got like over 3 million signatures. That guy's a fucking moron, for one. Apparently he doesn't even live in the United Kingdom, sources have been saying. Half of the signatures are outside the United Kingdom. A lot of the signatures have been botted. It's never going to pass through anyway. It's too late now. We're voting leave. The market's down. It went for a bit and the whole nationalism thing was a bad idea. Please help, Mr. Banker. Okay, my girlfriend just sent me this photo from #Newcastle. Absolutely unbelievable. So what? People can't campaign now. How does that affect your life in any way? We don't need to stop immigration. We need to slow it down and make it so not everyone from the EU can freely come into our country. I didn't even vote leave. And I'm supporting leave because people overreact. I didn't think it was a good idea to leave, but I'm not saying it's an awful idea to leave. I'm okay with leaving. A friend of mine got called Chinese bitch and told to go back to her own country today. That's nothing to do with the EU referendum. For one, China, if she is from China, which she's probably not, isn't even in fucking the EU anyway, so that doesn't make a difference to whether we leave the EU or not. Makes no difference at all. And there's going to be racist people on the streets whether we in the EU or not. That's not going to change anything whether she's been called a Chinese bitch or not. And that emboldening of racists, I just confronted a pissed guy in the streets who was shouting racist and sexist abuse at a black woman. Well, that's nothing to do. Why do people keep blaming the EU referendum on racist shit? Late to meet a friend because racist at my bus stop gleefully talking about getting the foreigners out, and I had to walk to another stop. That is also not the EU referendum's fault. Getting the foreigners out. That's just weak-minded, I guess. Like, if you can't handle the pressure, then yeah, go to another stop. But walk. Maybe you'd be healthier if you walked. Just a suggestion. You know, you don't have to. And she's a Korean American anyway. Good for her. So there's a guy saying, yes, we won, now send them back. I don't I don't know why people. If people just ignored it, like, why do they have to confront? Okay, that one, this Heaven Crawley one, that is a bit, eh, like that's racist. That's racist as well. Let's hope so. I got fed up of walking down the road and hearing Polish language. We have plenty of British people who can work. There are too many immigrants in our country. I would like to say I'm not a racist. I think there are too many immigrants in our country. I voted stay in the UK, stay in the EU even, and I'm not saying I don't care if I hear the Polish language or not. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're gay. I don't give a fuck if you're a female. I don't give a fuck if you're guy or straight or bi. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter what language you speak. Unless I need to communicate with you. Then if you're Polish and you speak in Polish and we're in England, then it's a bit annoying. But then what are you going to do? The Polish that have flooded... Wait, what do you mean the Polish... What schools have been flooded by Polish people? I don't know any schools that have had problems or heard any news stories about schools that have had problems with Polish kids only speaking Polish in schools and popping out more babies. People that want another EU referendum are stupid, unfortunately. We voted leave now. Maybe if you voted stay, better. This is a funny thing. The Brexit, like, a lot of people have been saying when people make Brexit jokes, is it too soon? It was never too soon. It is funny that we left, because everyone thought we were going to say. David Cameron, the hard cunt, thought we were going to stay, and that's why he decided to put in his fucking campaign speech for Prime Minister. He would do a EU referendum by the end of 2016 at least. And now look where that's got him, so let's just blame David Cameron, I guess. Someone, luckily it's go home black bitch. That's what I'm saying out loud. That's not a racist quote. Hashtag we voted leave. Time to make Britain great again by getting rid of you blacks, Asian and immigrants. No, I don't know what... Okay, a lot of these are very racist. And very, very racist, actually. Oh my god, like... Go fucking make my tortilla, motherfucker. Trump. You idiot, you are specifically voting for a situation where you have to make your own tortilla. This person is a dumb bitch. If she's saying that. Even if it's a joke, it's still stupid. So I can't tell you how many young people under the age of 17 or younger, so you couldn't vote, have said, wait, was it 16 or 17? I don't know. But 17 or younger have said, I can't believe the old people are awful. I know people that have actually stopped seeing their grandparents because they voted leave. And they were very upset about it. And I just think it's stupid, really. People need to give up on the dream of another vote. Because why wouldn't there be, like, the problems we've had so far with the value of the pound dropping and all that haven't been that bad. They haven't affected most people. I saw a tweet the other day, and I'll tell you this now. I saw a tweet the other day that said, if I don't have a job in the future, or a house, I'm going to blame Brexit. That dumb fucking bitch is the stupidest person I've ever met. If you don't have a job in the future, it's because you didn't pass your GCSEs and you can't get a job because you're not qualified. You can't even get a job at McDonald's and you're that fucking shit. Then I don't know what's wrong with you. It's not immigrants that are... Who... Why would Brexit... Brexit isn't making it so we have less jobs. It means less people are coming to the country. It's more likely to be more jobs, more houses. So how can you blame Brexit? UK scientists in shock. No one's sure how Brexit will affect science. Because of EU, oh, that's bullshit. Like, People are a lot worried about how it's going to affect football, which is a stupid thing anyway. That makes pretty much no difference. A lot of people are very confused because whoever's fucking idea it was to call the European Union was a dumb shit. I don't know who it was, but we live in the EU, which is Europe. We are leaving the EU, which is the European Union. It's got the same initials. So where it says things that are only available in EU on like food, it doesn't mean European Union. It means Europe. And a lot of people are like, oh no more certain flavour of crisps or whatever the fuck they're talking about. And it's like, come on, you've got more brain cells than that, surely. But apparently not. Bernie Sanders, the old cunt, doesn't know shit. Why do people care about science? Yeah, I understand scientists caring about science, but half the people don't care. What the fuck is this? United Kingdom, more like Illuminati Kingdom. Oh, I heard about this. So, Boris Johnson, who is the favourite to become our next Prime Minister, fuck me, Donald Trump and fucking Boris Johnson as Prime Minister and President of America. Brilliant. Someone on Pornhub uploads video of Boris Johnson and speech after Britain left the EU. It's, my god. Post-ref racism. So an elderly Indian woman is yelled at to leave the country on my own street. Thanks, leavers. You cannot blame people that voted to leave for other people's racism. You can blame the people that spoke out the racism, and you can blame... Well, that's it, really. And, like, a lot of Indian-looking people, no offence, I'm not trying to be racist, Indian-looking people, coloured people, live in England and are English. They have English accents. Their parents lived in England. Maybe their grandparents or even the great-grandparents used to live in Asia or Africa or some other part, Australia, wherever, America, wherever your different coloured skin comes from. And that's why you look it, but you are English. And that's where a lot of racism is thing. Because just because you're a different colour skin doesn't mean not English, does it? UK... Hate crime is the simplest form of crime, really. I don't think something that someone says to you should be taken as offence anyway, because online especially, people are always being made fun of racistly things, and the people that tend to not be able to cope with it are, no offence to them, but they're mentally weaker. And that's just facts. Like, it sounds like I'm being a fucking dick, but so many people get abused online, and the people that come out and say they just can't deal with it, they're mentally weaker. And that's how it is. And I'm not saying that it's okay that these people are doing this. It's not, obviously. But, like, what the fuck are we meant to do about it? Why do people so obsessed with people not being able to joke about this? Britain was already independent. In fact, it's what many other countries celebrate their independence from. What? This guy's definitely American, for one, so what the fuck does he know? Okay, so this is a bit of shit. So, Brexit referendum. I believe the Scottish independence referendum probably will happen, because the fucking bastards in Scotland are going to leave the UK, and Wales won't leave because they voted mainly leave as well, so that's pointless. Reunification of Ireland, I think that, does that mean Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland get together? Because I believe the Republic of Ireland is part of the EU. So I think the Northern Ireland may leave, join to make Ireland. One Republic of Ireland They'll be in the EU. We won't. Scotland will. Wales won't with us, and the UK will be a two-country. What? That doesn't even make. How does that make sense? How many Brexiters does it take to change a light bulb? We never said there was a light bulb. I don't even fucking understand that. Help me. Am I dumb shit or what? Like, I don't get it. I feel like I'm dumb as shit. 82.9% of the UK's population is 20 years or older. For more convenient math, I didn't start at 18. If every single one of them voted, which they didn't, the population of people 65 years and older would account for 12.5% of the vote. Which means that if everyone voted, their vote would only make up 7.5% of the vote to leave the EU. So this is someone that's saying that you shouldn't blame the old people, which we shouldn't. Sure, a lot of people, old people, said don't leave, but so did so many young people. People are... I hope he copy and pasted that, because that's a long thing. But when I woke up, I honestly thought we would have stayed. I was very surprised that it was leave. Am I happy that it was leave? Not in particular. Would I be happy if I stayed? Not in particular. I don't think staying is probably the best thing for us. I don't think leaving is the best thing for us. I don't think there is a best possible option. I think pretty much every option is fairly shitty, to be honest. But a lot of people asking, are we still going to be in the Eurovision? Yes, we're going to be in Eurovision. Countries that aren't in EU go to Eurovision. We're not leaving Europe. We're still part of Europe. I don't know why asking David Tennant's going to make a difference. Sure, famous people have no more direction than young people, really. This helps. People, there's not going to be a second referendum. Just a picture of Big Ben. This guy's just put Brexit, and he's put menswear in his tags. Why? Yeah, what people don't realise, no one fucking cares about Northern Ireland. To get to us, you can't go from Northern Ireland to the UK. Thing. So yeah, sure you can get to the Republic Island if you're a member of the EU. And a lot of people were thinking, oh, so we can't go on holidays anymore, which is bullshit. People from Turkey go on to England on holidays. People from Turkey go to Spain on holidays. They're not part of the EU. People from America come to European countries. People from Europe go to America. America aren't part of the EU, are they? Because it's not part of fucking Europe. So why are people so obsessed with this bullshit? Sure, we're not going to be able to easily go. Well, it probably will be quite easy. It's not going to be as easy as you want it to be, but calm down. David Cameron fucking resigned. Well, he's going to resign in October. I don't give a fuck about David Cameron at the moment, to be honest. How the UK voted in the EU referendum. Okay, so this is bullshit. So ignore the bit at the top. Also, Scotland, Northern Ireland and London chose to say, this is not a democracy. So there's another way of voting. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like where certain areas will have MP. I think we do it with MPs. So like in a certain area, say where I live, the vote that wins in that area for that certain party gets like one part of it. So if we did that with this though, all of England except London voted stay. All of it, pretty much. Maybe there was the odd place, but pretty much all of voted leave even. So we probably would have been more leave if anything. Yes, sure. So two countries and one place in England overtook, but there are more people in the rest of England and Wales than Scotland and Northern Ireland. So I'm not sure it is a democracy because more people voted for leave. I don't know if that person understands how democracies work, but if more people vote one way, then yeah, a lot of people have been trying to get Irish passports, even though as it stands, we're still part of the EU, which people seem to be forgetting. It's going to be like at least more than 2 years, like when David Cameron resigns, if it is Boris Johnson, and he has to set the Article 50, which allows us to leave in about 2 years from when he sets it. So it's going to be ages till we actually leave. So we've still got freedom of travel for 2 years. So the UK art sector is already seeing mass rescindment of the UK EU funding across the board less than a week after the Brexit results. Well, you don't know what's going to happen. Well, I'm pretty well informed seeing as I work in this sector and I'm seeing it happen. It might not even affect you. It already is. We've lost our development grant and business projections give us 5-year tops unless we can find an alternate income. The development project was our alternate income. This, I'm pretty sure this is bullshit, for one, because in a few years you'll be without a job. A few fucking years. Get a new fucking job. It's not that hard. Well, it is quite hard to find a job. But if you've got the skills, then it's not. And there's always shitty one-time jobs, I guess. I don't know. No, we don't. We don't need anything for the EU, really. We need immigrants. We're not stopping immigration, for one. We don't need the free movement of people, because what we do need and what we're going to have most likely is being able to check out all the people instead of free movement, which they can still get through. Yeah, and the Scottish Parliament is entirely pro-EU, so they'll leave. Yeah, England lost, that's great. Is that... I don't think that was actually a thing. I don't... I'm just reading this. The economy was going to crash and the Swiss franc was to be worth less than the Zimbabwean dollar. Call for a second vote came and companies warned they were ready to leave the country. Local foreign... I think I'm going to end the video here because I think I'm done with this shit. This has been 23 minutes long. Bloody hell, the EU's just got me talking and talking. I appreciate you for watching. There'll probably be another reacting to Tumblr in a few days. I don't know. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you and goodbye. #Brexit.